In this video, we will discuss why 10 hours of work is actually equal to 1 hour of work, and why your 10 hours of work are actually going to make you the same amount of money that you can make in 1 hour, right? And in this video, you will also learn how you can make money by doing less work, and why working less is more important than working hard. So let's jump in. So first of all, you need to understand why your 10 hours of work is not important and efficient compared to someone who is working 1 hour and making way more than you. So let me simplify this to you. What is 10 hours of human work? 10 hours of human work is basically a work that you do at your workplace, right? If you have a job, if you are working in a corporate world, and if you have a company and you're working 9 to 5 there, or maybe more than that, it's 8 hours or 10 hours of work. So let me simplify this to you. 10 hours of human work is not superior to 1 hour of system work, or in more simple words, machine work. And I don't care that if you are a very good hardworking man or woman, and you are very efficient and you're very, very good at your work, still machines and systems have leverage and they are way ahead from you, right? And they can make more money as well. And if you compare your daily work to a system, you will realize that a system actually makes more money, or it can make way more than you think, compared to a human labor, right? I'm not saying hard work is not important. It is important, but on initial stages, right? After that, if you're doing the same repetitive tasks, it is not important and it is not productive enough, right? So even in late 80s and 90s, systems, or in more simple words, machines, were way ahead of humans, right? When it comes to doing multiple tasks that requires less complexity, right? When human created the first machine, they didn't just created the machine, they created an artificial intelligence, right? And right now people are surprising by the presence of artificial intelligence. But for me, AI actually exists in the form of machines and systems in late 80s and 90s, right? So systems always have leverage, and machines always can overtake humanity, right? When it comes to less complex and repetitive tasks. And different industries actually utilize systems, and they actually get rid of their labor, which is basically was not that efficient compared to machines, and adopt machinery, right? So back in the day, when machines came to play, they actually saved a lot of human labor, even in 80s and 90s, right? So what it basically indicates that we as human have limited time and energy, right? We are not able to work 24 hours, right? And we actually not able to work even 10 hours with full spirit, right? Because we are genetically not created like this, or biologically we have limits, right? We cannot work like machines, right? And machines always and always will be way more faster than us, not smarter than us, but faster than us. And if you want to make money, you need to utilize systems, right? And if you're trading time for money, it's not going to give you any kind of exceptional financial success, right? So I hope you understand what I was trying to say, that 10 hours of human work is useless compared to 1 hour of system work or machine work, right? Because your 10 hours are equal to 1 hour of a machine or a system. Let's say I can give you a very simple example. Let's say that you have 9 to 5 job and you're trading time for money, and you're making what is the white collar salary in America? I think 5 grand or 6 grand, or maybe on the highest point, maybe $7,000. So you are making $200 to $250, or maybe even less than that, doing a corporate job as a human trading time for 8 hours and 10 hours, right? But when it comes to machine, which is basically a system, that machine and system can make more than $300 or even $400 in 1 hour, right? Now you will be wondering how a system can make the same amount of money that I'm making in a corporate job. The simple answer is look Google, look Amazon, look all the big giant companies, right? They make a lot of money. I'm talking about 10 to $20 million in 1 hour, right? And now you will be like, okay, I am not as big as Google. I'm not as big as Amazon. There are billion-dollar companies, but I'm a common man. And how in the world, if I create something, I can make more than I'm actually earning from a day job, right? So you can create your own system, right? It doesn't matter. Nobody's stopping you, right? And what is that system? You can create a funnel, right? Selling e-commerce products, selling your digital products, or selling courses, or you can also sell coaching programs if you're a skilled individual, right? So you can create your system. And let me explain this to you in more simple words. In corporate job, you have to trade time. You have to work 8 to 10 hours, right? In a very pressurized environment to make $200 or $300 a day. But when it comes to creating your own system, which is building a funnel that makes you money on autopilot, you can make way more than that, right? Because your time and energy is not tied to this system, right? So this is called leverage. This is called benefit that you can have creating your own system that makes money. Or system means creating a funnel, creating a high ticket offer, right? Selling e-commerce products, digital products, right? That you can sell by just setting up a proper system, right? And I'm not just making stuff up. Around you, you will see that there are a lot of examples, right? Lot of people making money on the internet, doing different types of things. Most famous is e-commerce store, and then courses, and then digital products, and then apparel, and other one would be selling medical products or health and fitness products, right? And how they're selling that, they're just setting up a system, right? Which includes running ads, which includes building website, which includes using Google Pixel, Facebook Pixel to target the right audience, right? And that's how they're trading time for money, by just setting up a system, right? And once the system is created and it is working efficiently, it can make you way more than you can make from the corporate job, right? So let's move to the money. So what is money to you, right? Money is basically all about time and energy, right? It is a piece of paper when it comes to its physical reality, but technically it is just time and energy, right? You trade time and energy to get the money from your company, and you use that money to fulfill your basic needs, right? So that's how the system, that's how the world works, right? But the problem is, when you are making money with your time and energy, like I said before, as a human, we have limited time and energy threshold, right? And we cannot go beyond that. We cannot work more than 12 hours, or even we cannot work more than 10 hours with full efficiency, right? There are a lot of people that are hardworking, but still there are drawbacks, right? We cannot be as efficient as machines, right? So if you're doing that, then of course that your income will be limited, right? So you need to shift your time and energy into something that is more valuable, right? And that is more efficient, and which is right now is setting a system, right? I can give you the easiest and simplest example so you can grasp everything correctly. In modern world, who is making more money, right? OpenAI, Google, Amazon, Yahoo. I'm not going to give you example of any of other system-based company, especially when it comes to AI company, because of course they are coming and catching up to those big tech giants, but still they are on the way, right? So the finest example in the modern world, still to this day, when it comes to liquid cash, when it comes to having leverage, when it comes to having $100 billion net worth, Google is number one. And then, of course, OpenAI is catching up as well. So just think about it, why these companies are making so much money. In fact, they make way more than you and me as well when it comes to time, right? So think about it, how they do that, right? Because they have created system, right? They actually use time and energy to create a system that attract time and energy and work for them, right? It's so those big companies, or you can call them in simple words, systems, attract time and energy, and they attract a lot of time and energy. And you need to understand one thing: time and energy is money, right? There are a lot of people using their platform, right, searching for something, looking for something. And when it comes to Amazon, that time and energy is actually transactional, right? So I hope that you understand my point, that using your time and energy, creating a money-making system is way more important than using your time and energy for survival, right? So again, I'm not telling you to leave your job or something. I just want you to create a money-making system, right? Of course that you cannot create Google. You need a lot of capital. You cannot create Amazon. You cannot create OpenAI, right? But with your limited resources, you can create a system for yourself that can make you money. Especially in modern economy, it is very common. So now the main question is how you can create that system, right? If you do it yourself, it will take you a lot of time. I'm talking about 1 year or 2 year, right? So if you want to cut the curve and if you want to save your time, then I recommend that you join our community, right? If you're serious about making money, if you wanted to get rid of that 9 to 5 trap and build something that can set you for life, then you should join our community. And a lot of people actually use the same strategies that I have used to create my business, and they went from $5,000 to 10 and 10 to 100K in 6 or 12 months, right? So if you are a business owner and your revenue is not going up from $10,000, then I think that our community is ideal for you, right? So if you're starting from scratch, then you can join our light community, right? Where I will almost give you everything that you need to create your own money-making system, right? So don't limit your potential, right? Don't limit yourself to human-based time and energy. It's not going to make you wealthy, right? You need to shift to systems, right? And systems and machines don't follow biological rules of time and energy like human, right? So I hope you like this video, and which I think you should be liking this video. And if you really liked it, just click on the like button and also the subscribe button. And all right, take care.